Hello and welcome to another one of these ADD videos. Today we're going to be looking at some basic examples of special case scenarios of factoring, difference of two squares, and perfect trinomial squares mainly. So the first one is a difference of two perfect squares, and we have a binomial. What is a binomial? It's two monomials. It's a type of polynomial. And these are both monomials added or subtracted together, in this case subtracted. So anytime we see that, what we do is we either mentally, or in this case I'll just go off to the side and show you what I'm doing. Square root of x squared is x, the square root of 4 is 2. So what you do is you write down an x, a 2, another x, another 2. Put a plus sign in one and a minus sign in the other, and you're done. And it's just as simple as that. Okay. Again, what did I do? I recognize that those were perfect squares. They don't have to be perfect squares. It helps if you can get, you can't have a cube or anything, but this number here could be like a 7 or something. I'll go over that later. But if you have a perfect square minus a 3, well, you can multiply the square root of 3 times itself to get 3. So you can still treat that as a difference of two squares. All right, let's look at this example here. Again, two perfect squares. So you square root the 4x squared, you get 2x. You square root the 25y squared, and you get 5y. So you write that down twice and some parentheses, and you're done. Okay? That's why it's a shame if you miss any of these problems, because they're not that bad. And then put your parentheses, circle your answer, rectangle it in, and move on to the next one. Here we have a trinomial. So to check to see if it's a perfect trinomial square, what you do is you square root the first one and square root the last one, and twice the product should be in the middle. So the square root of x squared is x, the square root of 9 is 3, so 2 times the x times the 3 gives me, I can multiply in any order, a 6x. So indeed it's a perfect trinomial square. What does that mean? Well, that means that our factoring can be done really quickly. We can just square root the first term, square root the second term, keep the sign of this term right here, and put a squared, and we're done. Watch a concept video if you want to know how I did that. I explained it here, but I'll do it again on this problem. We square root 25, the c term, and we get 5. We square root the 4x squared, and we get 2x. Multiply all that times 2 as well, and we get 20x. And that is the middle term. The only difference is the sign, which that doesn't really matter. So what you can do is you can write your answer already by the two square roots that you got, and then you write this sign in the middle and squared. Okay? So being able to recognize these special case scenarios will save you a lot of time. So try to be aware when you're doing these problems. You should be aware in life. Most people sleepwalk through life, but when you're being tested, you should be aware of these special case scenarios that will make your life easier. Okay, so make sure you check out the other example videos. They'll be a little bit more in depth as far as difficulty level. Practice, 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 the most important part. And thank you, and have a nice day.